Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, I guess I should get dice.
This is why I asked if we were good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm ready.
Don't worry about me. I'll get my dice in due time. Just.
You guys are horrible. You have time to get ready, and you're not ready. I apologize.
I'm not ready.
I mean, the full thing
need all of
is
my
how to
20s.
exhaust your dungeon master, and so far I think we're winning.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 exhausting dungeon master skills
10 out of
for
10.
the win.
My bad.
Hey, we offered to leave.
Oh god. 9.
Where's the highest? 18.
What's the highest? 5. Wait.
But I'm going to keep, like, all of my sets out in case that one fails me.
Do you understand what I deal with, guys? Every single fucking time we play this game. This.
It's not my fault that my dice freaking hate me.
We had.
No, we're all ready. We're just.
We're ready. I'm just sorting dice now. Come on.
Okay.
Let's do the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We left off. You guys had just finished fighting a Manticore. You boarded the Bismarck, or as it's properly called, the Sea Serpent.
The
Oh,
Jews
I was gonna
mark.
roll a history check.
Ooh, okay, we'll do that. We'll do that first in the game.
Jews.
The Bismarck has been removed to reveal the nice green lettering on the side of the ship that reads the Sea Serpent.
That's a crit one.
It's a crit one. You have a faint idea that you've heard this name before, and it takes you a second to recall. You're like, oh yeah, there's that one sailor who's really crude about calling this thing the Sea Serpent.
Well, I'm
no.
re-rolling my d20s because this one sucks.
No, you guys had taken from port. You met the crew of the Sea Serpent, the Yontai captain Shimi, the awakened skeleton druid Montgomery, Charles Montgomery, who had unfortunately been carried off by the Manticore at the end of last battle. Shout out to our wonderful special guest who joined us for that. Thank you so much. You guys had met Fen, the negotiator and crewman, the tool guy on the ship. The navigator, Kalula. You'd met Karfka, the wonderful halfling cook, the ship celebrity, if you know what you're looking for. Yeah, and it's been about an hour or so has passed since the Manticore attack and stuff. The crew's quiet, but like they don't seem too upset that Monty's gone. It seems like he tends to come and go a lot.
Okay.
Oh, well.
This seems to be a common occurrence. So they're a little bit upset that he's gone right now because you guys just started off on your voyage, but they're not too broken up about it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have kind of gathered on the main deck. You're just kind of sitting around. You found a couple barrels to roll over onto their sides to sit down on. The rest of the crew of these
Isn't
Sea
that
Serpents
painful?
just kind of doing as they do. Sorry?
Isn't that painful?
Maybe?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Well, it's not painful, no. You've rolled a couple of the barrels just over to an area where you can sit down. There's a couple of stools and stuff that they let you take out, just so you guys could use them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just kind of sitting around. So let's have some bonding, okay? You guys haven't gotten to talk to each other this game.
What if I don't want to bond?
Well, you're stuck on a ship for a good week still.
So, I'm Baz. I've never really introduced myself. I'm Baz Benham. How are you? Is this bonding?
Sorry to everyone who has to just look at me, drink water, and listen to them.
You're like,
This is a good point at which where you can go do something while you listen. Because they're just gonna be talking back and forth.
Yeah.
Not too much action coming up here.
Yeah.
Bond, do something.
I just said it, GM.
Is Baz saying that? Because shit is fucking getting up and leaving.
Baz just yells at God.
Is anyone going to respond to me?
I mean, Kizza would, but she's seasick.
Kiz is not here today, unfortunately.
Hi,
Sure,
Baz.
what was-
I'm Baz.
Wow, I love seeing this. I love seeing this dwarf interact with himself.
I have a question. What's Charlotte doing? She kind of just lost a finger.
So after the fight, Fen had wandered over and bandaged her hand slightly to stop the bleeding and everything. But she's just missing half a pinky now. So,
He's like, well,
That
that's not a
happens.
Tuesday.
I mean, it could have been an arm.
Yeah, it was only a pinky.
It was the worst day of your life.
Cutting off
To me,
an
it was
arm
a
with a
Tuesday.
dagger.
I mean, there's a manticore, and you said the dagger had to do the cutting.
Yeah. Who said she didn't just get it bit off?
You said you just pull it off.
Fun fact.
Chucked it off the side of the ship.
Yeah.
I don't think she cared.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I was saying, I'm trying to bond here. Charlotte, help me out.
I didn't try to do that on a week-long journey to Witchport.
Witchport? Is that where we're going?
That's where you guys were. So you had a week-long journey. In the
I thought we were
carriage
at
coming from
Grey
Dryernook down to
something.
Witchport.
Yeah, Grey Witchport.
Grey
And
Witchport.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No,
Okay.
you're on your way to Vancar
You know-
Harbor.
Charlotte's not good at names.
Well, neither is
Ever.
Danny, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Baz, I mean, Reese, I'm trying to talk to them. Don't talk to me.
Damn it, I
Dad!
got you.
Mommy! Sad twanging.
So Fen is passing by. You see, he's got like a mop and a bucket, and he's been like sweeping around the
I don't want to bond
the
with
top of
Fen!
the top of the ship, and he passes you guys by, and he kind of leans up. He stops and leans up against the mop, and just kind of looks down at where you guys are kind of sitting silently in a circle on the ship, and he says, "You're a sad sack."
I'm trying to bond with them and nobody's answering me. I'm very distraught right now.
Has it ever occurred to you that none of us want to bond with you?
Well, you would know I'm not such a jackass if you actually talked to me. I'm not all goof dildo, you know.
I'm not sure that's the truth.
Well, fucking, you wanna go?
Baz gets ready to fight.
Fen laughs.
I'm not using all my spell slots on you idiots.
Fen laughs out loud because this is he spends a lot of his time on the ship. This is the type of entertainment he misses. And he reaches behind him into like a back pocket and he tosses a small, not box, but like a deck of cards.
Okay.
Right? And he tosses it out in front of you and it skitters to a stop. There's a barrel in the middle of you that's kind of just been sitting there because you had an extra barrel. And he tosses it onto the barrel and stuff and he says, "I've got cards.
Ooh,
Have fun."
cards.
And he goes back to mopping the top of this ship, moving away from you guys.
Do any of us even know card games, though?
Mm.
Let me
No,
check.
because I got rid of it when I took away my criminal background.
I'm a bard. Can I do a magic trick?
Oh god.
Make me. Are you gonna use actual magic? Or are you just gonna fake
no,
magic?
I'm just gonna fake magic.
Okay, you're gonna make me a sleight of hand then.
You're faking magic when we have 2 magic users.
He's faking magic
Is that a
as a
6?
magic user.
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay, you managed to like do it, but you slip up and one of the cards goes flying and the other cards fall out of your sleeve. It's like, oh shit, no, when you're scrambling around picking them up and stuff. It's not very impressive.
Well, you know, I tried. Since I'm the only one actually trying to bond here. I could fucking jump off of this goddamn... I almost said bus,
Could
it's a
you
boat!
please? Could you please? It was very entertaining last time.
Is that being seen? Good.
Visible. It is visible.
Can someone fucking bond with me?
I want to leave. This is great.
Hey Reese.
Yeah.
Can I ask, where everyone is kind of positioned? Like, are we just all standing around this stupid barrel?
You guys you've pulled up some
No.
boxes and barrels and stools and stuff, and you're kind of sitting in a loose circle around this barrel.
Okay.
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 Okay, Dan, go first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Charlotte's gonna go down to where I saw that small child.
Okay, so that's just on the other side. So you guys are kind of near the front, near where the anchor wheel would be. You've set up kind of in that area. So that would just be just across the deck a little bit.
Oh.
It's okay. It's not like this is supposed to be a bonding episode or anything.
Well,
Or it could just be a shenanigans episode.
Charlotte tried
They're all
to get away from
shenanigans
them.
episodes.
Okay.
So you'd seen the kid, you came out of the captain's quarters, and the kid had gone into the captain's quarters. So that's the last place you had seen him.
Charlotte sits down.
In front of the captain's door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you lean up against the side of the railing going up for the staircase and just kind of wait. Baz?
Okay. I want to take out my Zone of Truth candles, and I'm gonna be like,
Man, you know, if you guys aren't gonna talk, I'm just gonna... I'll light a candle and play some music.
so I light the Zone of Truth candle and I put it in the middle of us. And I think you said it has a 10-foot radius?
There's a
20?
20
20.
foot radius.
This is exactly what I was waiting for. Hey Reese, am I out of the zone of truth?
You are. You're good. You're free of the Zone of Truth candle.
So, Shin and Tabik, how are you?
Just so we have an idea of what this is. You guys have gathered. She would be sitting there. You have gathered in a kind of loose circle near this kind of anchor thing. And the barrel would be kind of right in the middle there. So 20 foot you'd catch into this area. So basically you'd catch this half of the ship
Okay.
within the zone.
So, how are you guys?
You don't know you're under a spell, too.
Actually,
Make an Arcana check.
actually, I was gonna see. I was originally gonna make a check to see if I had noticed the effect that it had last time I saw it
says
used.
everyone immediately has, you know, I lost the page in here somewhere. So if you guys give me like 5 minutes.
Because I know Shin's seen it used before, because he did the exact same thing to Juno.
Yeah, you didn't notice that was
You were
happening.
behind us. You were,
Oh,
you were,
yeah, that's
Because
right.
you were facing away.
But that's only a 8
and
Arcana
you,
check.
yeah, you'd have to make an Arcana check anyways to know if you recognize that it was so
Yeah.
the truth. Right, so you wouldn't know. No.
But I don't think Shin would try to talk, because he doesn't want to talk to you.
14 Arcana check.
You would recognize the presence of magic. Not quite pinpoint the spell, but you know definitely there is magic.
When I noticed that the magic started when he.
Yeah, you noticed that the second that candle was lit, there was a magical aura.
And you know what? Because I'm a little shit, I'm gonna pretend to play music, and I'll do it my best, so that it's like I'll actually put effort into it this time. So it's like
Can I put the candle
Oh,
out?
here, wait. He's trying to
So-
do something.
I'm gonna play it so it looks like the candle's just enchanting my guitar. See? No. I got the wrong tune. Oh.
Can Charlotte hear this from
trying.
over here?
Make me a deception roll
Deception. What was
with
that?
advantage.
Oh god, all my pencils. Which one's deception?
Deception is
Roll against them?
charisma, I
Havoc,
think.
I'd like an insight roll.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Oh, it's a +6. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
19.
19. Thanks.
19.
That's good.
17.
17?
I win.
So you feel the presence of magic, but you can't tell because Baz lights this candle as he's playing. You're not sure if it's originating from the candle or from his guitar. So he could be playing magic. You're not quite sure.
Can you? Is that an actual thing you can do? Play magic?
Yeah, you're a bard, so your songs are infused with magic, right? So
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That's literally how your class works.
In my mind, it's like you strum one string and like a little puff of like magic comes out.
No, it's like the way that you pluck the strings and stuff will have different effects, right? So it's like cooking, right? Each of the strings is a different ingredient. If you put them together in different ways, they create different magical effects. So that's how you get your spells.
I didn't know I could cook.
Magic cook. Yeah, so Tavik, you aren't quite sure. You can definitely feel the presence of magic in the vicinity, but you're not sure if it's coming from the candle or from Baz himself.
I'm trying to think if I have to spell magic. What do?
Copyright.
Yeah. Please
like
don't get our
Jingle Bells.
music.
Yeah, let's
Please
see.
don't get us
Yeah.
muted again.
Jingle bells.
Jingle Bells is also copyrighted.
Yeah.
Make a Baz song.
Oh, which one did I do? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, I don't have the pick. You have something I could string with.
I had the pick 2 minutes ago.
Oh, it's fine.
So, Reese,
Yeah,
can I hear this from where I'm
you
sitting?
can hear him playing music, yeah.
Hmm.
It's not exactly quiet. There's
Okay.
not a lot on this ship to listen to, other than the water and the
Soundproof.
seagulls that are probably flying around. But it's over there. Here, I'm gonna be
Okay,
right back.
well-
Entertain them. Right there.
Hey,
Not knowing what Baz is doing, I'm gonna just pull up my sketchbook and start sketching.
I wanna bond, but nobody's bonding with me.
Because we don't trust you and you have magic.
What can I do to...
Give and take.
Oh, that's really loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you.
Well, hearing this, Charlotte's gonna walk over to Baz.
Is
He's
this
just
bonding?
piped up like a gopher. He was like looking at his nose and
Mr. Van Helm,
Yes.
I heard you playing your guitar
Yeah.
from over there.
Yes.
shut up, please.
And I was wondering if you'd be able to teach me a little bit.
He's got a scary look on his face now. This is really worrying because you guys can't see it, but all I'm seeing is
We're also all in Zone of Truth now.
Yeah. Do you really want me to teach you guitar? Zone of Truth, Danny.
you can't lie, Danny.
You
Good luck,
have no
Danny.
choice, Danny.
No, but I am going to take this. So I take the candle. And I walk over to the edge of the ship.
Can I take out another candle?
And I hold it over the edge.
No!
And I stare into his soul.
What do you guys want from me? You don't love me. You don't trust me. What can I do?
Baz doesn't trust us
Well.
either.
No, he does a little
You
bit.
did not make us tell the truth.
Turn.
Got a hostage situation.
Hey, hey, Danny, you're still in Zone of Truth, though.
I know. I'm trying to word this properly. Baz. Do you have any rope?
I do.
I'm only on Ari.
Right.
Wait, is Ari with us?
Oh yeah, no.
Pigeon?
It's just kind of wobbling
gosh.
behind you. It's like, it's got its own little stool that's been set up next to Baz. Just kind of sitting there. It's sated.
Put the rope around your stomach.
Okay. Can I cast, Unseen Servant so I can have Sonica hold Ari?
Yeah, Sonica pops up.
Do I?
You gotta sing a summoning song for Sonica.
Welcome to the partner. You cook and you clean and you love and you trust. For no one can see you do what you must. There you go.
Nothing happens. You didn't twang. There's no magic to your song unless you twang. Sonica appears.
Thank you.
It takes a second longer than it should, though.
Hold Ari as I untie the rope
Okay.
around Ari.
Sonica grabs the pigeon.
Keep it there.
Starts to squeeze the
No! Do not hurt.
pigeon. Starts to release the pigeon.
No, you hold it nicely so it's healthy.
Strokes the pigeon.
Yes. Do not let it fly away. You are to stay right here.
Sits down on the stool that the pigeon was sitting on and just sits there stroking. You're just watching this,
This
bird
floating bird.
squished and unsquished. Then it's like the feathers move, and then it sits down in midair.
Good. And then I tie the rope around
We're
Ari's-
also watching Baz talk to something that's not
It's
there.
talking to a pigeon as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the rope tied. I have the rope tied around me, Danny.
I hold out my right hand as my left hand holds the candle over the edge, and I motion for the other end of the rope.
Are you using Baz as an anchor?
Okay. And I hand you.
Charlotte, you can't hold him.
And I want to put my hands on Charlotte's shoulders as like come towards her. I'm doing this for you to trust me.
Okay,
I have an idea.
Will you use your manners? Zone of truth.
I toss the candle into the water and I say, "Go get it."
I glare at Charlotte as I jump in.
it's like a perception check.
Wait, no, I tie the rope to
No, I've already
It
jumped in.
happened. He jumps in.
You can make sure that I was
Charlotte, I'd like a strength saving throw.
Shit.
13.
I'm not supposed to.
15?
Yes.
Okay. Let me describe how this goes down.
Am I gonna die?
Baz lights a candle and begins to play music. Charlotte walks over, grabs the candle, walks away after having a short
Are
conversation.
we watching them?
Yeah, you guys are seeing all of this, right? Walks over, holds the thing over in negotiation. Baz turns around, talks to his pigeon, who then does some exorcism shit, ties a rope around his waist, hands one end of the rope to Charlotte. Both hands are a thing. Charlotte drops the candle, Baz goes over the side of the Charlotte, what was your strength saving throw?
19, actually.
Wow. That's a freaking strong
I need you
child.
to choose whether you want to keep a hold of the rope or fall off the ship.
I tie the rope to the edge of the ship.
No, you're not gonna have time. Like the he's gone
The
over.
philosophy
You're either staying on this ship or you're holding onto this rope. It's one or the other.
I hold onto the rope.
Okay, you go slamming into the railing of this ship, and you grab your footing for a second before you begin to slip, and just as you're going, you catch the ledge of it, so you are now floating, you are now holding on, keeping yourself above the water, on the outside of the ship, holding onto the edge of the railing, one end of the rope dangling down into the water, where Baz is currently just starting to surface. Baz,
Yeah.
you swan dive off this boat, right into the waves, and this isn't a short fall. Like
Oh,
this is a good 20-30 feet, right? Like this isn't off a rowboat. This is fucking into the water, and it's a little bit painful for a second. You gotta make sure. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
So, are any of us going over to help them?
Can I try and go help, please?
You hit this water, and for a second, you know you have to keep your mouth closed, but the impact of this is so shocking, you just mouth full of water, and you come up spitting, like, salt water and stuff. It's disgusting. It's horrible. And you're currently struggling to stay afloat because you are still laden down with all of your things.
Oh, fuck. LMAO.
You didn't think to strip.
Hey,
You
ditto.
see, beneath you,
Right.
beginning to sink, is the candle.
Yeah.
And about 30 feet out, you see a single ripple of movement along the water.
Hey, ditto.
Yeah?
Do you know what Charlotte was trying to
No.
do? She was trying to create fantasy water skiing.
I didn't have anything on my feet. Do you know how water skiing works?
It's fantasy water skiing, and there are probably no skis in this world.
Oh god.
Okay. Can I? Now leave this to us.
I want to go
Can I
help.
cast
I wanna fucking have
Mage
you guys
Hand?
die.
Mage hand? Yeah.
Since it's a cantrip, it doesn't really do anything. And then I'm gonna. Is the candle 30 feet away from me?
Yeah. No, easy. It's sinking a little bit, but it's no, like it's within range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine. It's sinking, but it's not like super fast, right?
I'll use Mage Hand to grab the candle and bring it towards me.
Okay.
And then I want to scream up at Charlotte.
There's something in the water.
The candle.
No, not the candle. There's something else. I'm scared.
Okay, I tried pulling us up.
Am I over there helping? Please.
Oh, God.
You'd have time to get on, so you can grab Charlotte by the arm that is currently holding her up.
I wonder if this just happens on their ship.
I'm gonna try and pull Charlotte up, and I just rolled and it was a nat 20.
Nat 20? Yeah, you managed to haul Charlotte over the side of this railing. And because you rolled a nat 20, I'll allow you to keep a hold of the rope. Baz, you feel a little bit more strain in the rope. Like, it's 50 feet, right? So there's still a little loose to it. You've still got some rope that's floating next to you in the water. But definitely you're feeling a bit of a tug upwards now. You have both on the ship. Baz, you are still in the water. What's your armor class?
11.
No, 21 to hit.
That hit.
Did I kill Baz?
You might. He's still down from the fight, probably.
You take 7 piercing damage as a set of razor sharp teeth latch onto your leg and wriggle around, blood beginning to pour out into the water.
That's not what I wanted to write.
Looking down, you see the form of a gigantuan shark currently latched onto this dwarf. It's 15 feet long, easy. And it is currently jaw deep into your leg. And I'd like initiative.
Fuck's sakes, you two.
I just wanted you guys to
Trying to
trust
help.
me. Legit, this is what I'm doing. 17. No, 18. It's an 18. I forgot to add.
Well, that's a 4.
Sharks are us. Sharks.
Is the shark going first?
Okay. 20 to 15. For initiative. 20 to 15.
I think I was 18.
15 to 10.
I had 12.
12. Charlotte, Havoc, or do you guys get
4.
4? And Charlotte?
3.
Okay. You got a 12?
12.
Okay, so. Oh. Which one of you had a 4? Which one of you had 3?
I had a 4.
4 for Tavik.
It's not daylight anymore, right?
It's about an hour after, so you're out of direct sunlight.
'Kay.
It's winding down now.
'Kay.
So you'll be fine. 4. And Jarhead. And 3.
I thought we weren't planning on doing a battle. What the fuck, guys?
This is because I want you guys to trust me.
Yeah, you went about it the wrong way.
I was showing I would risk my life for you guys. You guys are like,
Gaz, you're gonna go first.
with one of the rakes that I have, I want to try to like scoop out its eye,
Okay, so you're
or like
gonna
damage the eye.
You're gonna grab a rake out of your backpack.
It's my fanny pack, actually.
Your fanny pack fits a rake.
Yes, I've told you. It's like,
Okay, Jason, I'd like you to imagine.
yeah, I know. No, you said it's a small rake.
Oh, it's a hand rake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not.
I was gonna say you're not gonna fit a giant rake into your fanny pack. No,
No.
no way.
It's
Okay, yeah.
It's a fanny pack of clothing, and if you pull something that big out of it, that's gonna look a little creepy.
No, it's like a small hand
Weird.
rake.
Yeah.
Like you get like Dollarama. Or like
We'll
try to-
classify that as a dagger for this
Okay.
purpose. So make an attack with a dagger.
Fuck if I don't have this shit on my thing.
Dagger is +3 attack bonus, and it's 1d6 plus 1 piercing damage.
D6. Oh man, I love a D6. This is
Proficiency
it.
plus
Yes?
your dex.
Do it again. What is it?
Proficiency plus your dex to hit.
For-
To hit,
2,
So 2
What I
plus
roll?
whatever your dex is.
3.
Okay. No, you're on the side there.
Yes.
Where's your dex?
Where is it? This. It says 1.
1. So it's going to be 3 to hit. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, to roll?
Roll to hit. That's a d6.
roll to hit is a
Oh.
d20.
It's a d20.
Wait, your roll to hit.
I still got a 5.
So that'll be 8. That's not going to make it. No. You kind of
I wanna die.
slash out. It's a tough thing to do. You're underwater
Water,
still, and this
yeah.
thing's got a good hold on your leg, and you can't quite see it past the blood that's beginning to pour out into this water. But you manage to rip it out. You swing through the water, but it's difficult to hit. Like fighting in water is not going to be easy.
Does magic have like a certain? Because it's water, right? So it's like denser than air. Would it be like hitting like or like swinging something in the water same as magic? Like would magic have something restricting it too?
Magic would be fine in water, but you've got to remember you've got a concentration spell going on. so you have to be careful. Which actually, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh, for the candle? Or no?
For
For
Ari, the
Ari.
pigeon,
Yeah.
Sonica.
Oh yeah, you might lose your pigeon.
No. 19?
Okay, you managed to keep your concentration as these teeth dig into your leg.
Magical.
Oh.
That's actually really
It's the
impressive.
shark's turn.
Yay.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Oh, you're a bard, so you have like super low AC.
11.
And that is going to be 12 points of damage.
And I'm knocked down.
Holy shit.
As it shakes back and forth and just, it's ripping this leg
I'm
to
at 0.
shreds.
I'm at 0. Am I gonna lose a leg?
Quite possibly.
And Baz is dragged under the water. A lot of blood in this area.
Told you guys, I'd risk my life for you.
And Shin, it's your turn.
I'm guessing I can't see the shark then.
You can see the fin sticking out of the water, but it's definitely going to be difficult to hit with all this blood in the water.
So I'd be rolling with
thrashing
disadvantage,
around
I'm
and stuff.
guessing?
Yeah, you'd be rolling disadvantage easy.
Okay. It's how many feet down?
It's at the surface still. Like Baz, you can still see Baz.
So I'd be fine to use my blink dagger.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
It doesn't do as much damage.
Any farther, it'd be no. But this would be okay.
But... no, that's a
Nice.
4.
Nope. Yeah. So just freaking
And back.
splashes into the water. Reappears back in your
Are you fishing?
hand. We're to Tabik.
I want to try and pull Baz up, but if the shark's still on him, he could lose his leg.
Bring the shark up with us and we'll have a nice shark food souffle.
Oh, I never even thought.
A shark souffle?
No, I have levitate.
You keep on like forgetting levitate.
I could have levitated you with the shark out of the water.
I'm gonna try and pull. How much would you say this shark weighs?
This
sharks are
shark?
like-
How much it would weigh?
At least 300
Oh
pounds.
yeah, no, easy. Like this is a 15-foot shark. Like this thing is gonna weigh like twice the amount that Kiza weighs. It's not gonna be something you can pull up easy. No.
Can I cast a spell and then hold an action to pull up the rope when the shark lets go?
Is the spell a bonus action?
I want to do a cantrip, so would you put cantrip as bonus action?
Not unless it says specifically that's a bonus action. No. What cantrip do you want to use?
I'm just checking for.
I don't want to look at the planes.
You know, that's one of the problems with this sort of stuff is that when it comes to spells.
Okay, I have a spell that's a bonus action. Okay.
I'm guessing both of them
holding
together
onto
would
the
weigh
rope
over
too.
500 pounds.
Yeah, but
no,
you're weak.
easy. Easy. No, Baz weighs how much?
Oh yeah, because he's got
'Cause
his armor and his equipment.
He's got
on.
all of his
shit.
armor and equipment. He's dead weight now because
Yeah.
he's out.
Yeah.
He's knocked out, and he's got his thrashing.
It's on
thing.
my other paper that I
Oh, yeah,
lost.
no, you're-
So I don't know quite sure.
Are we gonna lose Baz in a freaking
Definitely
situation?
a lot of weight right there. That's gonna be difficult to pull out.
Well, so see
So
you
I
guys.
could probably levitate Baz out, but you'd lose a leg.
Oh my gosh.
I can. I don't want to lose the leg. Losing the leg is the #1 top priority because that might.
Over your life?
Freeze.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I still cast Sanctuary on Baz even though he's unconscious so the shark can't attack as easily?
Pat, you want to cast what?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Creature who targets the warded creature with an attack must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Yeah, you can cast that.
Okay, that's a bonus action to cast Sanctuary, so I'll do that on Baz. And then can I wait to try and pull up the rope?
You want to hold your action? Okay,
Yeah.
what is the thing that's going to trigger your action?
When the shark lets go of Baz, I'm gonna try and pull him up.
Okay, so the shark lets go of Baz. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I mean, you said there was loose rope, yeah?
There's a slack in the rope, right? There's about 5 feet of loose rope still floating in the water next to him.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure it's not loose.
Okay, yeah. So you pull it up so it's slack. You can see it starts to strain against Baz where he's tied around his waist. It starts to cinch a little bit.
Great, and I'm gonna raise.
Grace.
I don't know if that would
Okay.
work underwater though.
So that's fine. So we'll do that. If the rope is pulled, I'll allow you to make a strength saving throw to see if you can fight against it. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Great.
We're back to the top. Baz,
I have to do a death saving.
I need a death saving throw.
11.
Yep. So that's a success.
Yay.
Shark's turn. Shark has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
That's a 17.
Yeah, I think so.
Why is that shark smart?
Oh, that was a nat 17. It's got no wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay.
On the good side, it rolled a critical 1 to bite Baz.
Oh, good.
So
Okay, good.
it releases Baz's leg instead.
Mm.
Tabik, your action was held to it releases. You can now make a strength check, an athletics check to pull Baz up.
Athletics? Okay. That's good. 24.
24, yeah, you begin to haul Baz up. It's straining and it definitely doesn't look like it's gonna be a nice ride for him, but you're getting him out of the water.
I can try and hurry it up with levitate.
Yeah, it'd be your turn, so you have the
Yeah.
ability to do that. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember how this works. Da-da-da.
I might be too heavy. 'Cause
500 pounds.
No, I never.
One
mine.
creature or object of your choice you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration.
You raised me up.
Okay. So you're casting levitate?
Yeah.
On Baz.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
far
how to
is he
do that.
going?
I'll bring. You said it's about 50 feet down the side?
It's about... What would it be? Yeah. Yeah, about 40 feet.
Okay, so I'd levitate him up the 20 feet, which I guess should allow Tabak to, like, continue pulling him up.
Yeah.
The other 20.
Unless the shark is really good at acrobatics.
Yeah, I don't know what I
Shark's
have to
going
do in
to
order
make
to
a
cast this, though,
reaction
because
over
I haven't
Shark.
actually used any of mine.
It's actually Monty.
I haven't used any of my spells, so I don't know how this works, so...
Okay. Spellcasting.
Oh, my
is
spell cost?
It's just levitate is not an attack, is it?
No. I don't think so.
You just
No,
do it.
you just do it,
Is
and
it
it's
touch?
No.
Okay.
It's got a range of 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd levitate Baz. Baz comes floating out. As he exits the water, you see it's being difficult to see with all the blood in the water and stuff, but you do see that his leg is mangled quite a bit.
Okay.
It's definitely going to take a good bit of bed rest to get that back to working order.
That's
But
what
it
I'm
is
saying, bed for a week.
salvageable
Okay.
with some luck and some skill.
Do any of us have luck or skill?
Good thing I'm a cleric.
You've got a cleric,
Yeah, but
I mean, our cleric hasn't
Yeah,
done
I
much.
was gonna say.
and I'm sure Charlotte
So-
could give
You
you
want
some
me to
advice about
vaporise his
losing
leg?
limbs.
So, is he on the deck yet?
So he's kind of like, he's hauled up the side and stuff. He's on the other side of the railing, so you can definitely just pull him over onto the actual deck
Okay.
of the ship. And
Okay, I'm really... Hold on, Grease?
yeah,
Grease. I'm gonna, like, quickly tap him so I can cast Spare the Dying.
okay, you're gonna have to wait till your turn there.
Gosh
Because
dang it.
Tabik's gotta go first here.
Tabak, hold.
I'm still gonna keep pulling him in if he's not up.
Oh,
yet.
he's over the side. Yeah, you managed to haul him over the side. That was pretty easy.
Okay, then I'm gonna do Cure Wounds.
Okay, then we good.
Okay, Cast Cure Wounds, please.
Yeah, 1d8. Where's 1d8? Is 7 hit points. You heal 7.
Okay. Reese's typing sounds like he's just doing this on the keyboard.
It's because the keys are sticky.
Maybe he really is just like doesn't want us to know.
No.
It does sound
Yes,
like
you're
he's
awake
doing
now.
that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
For once.
I fucking helped.
No, I'm not talking about you. I was talking about Tabby, but I didn't want to like.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Nothing.
Reese, is it my turn?
He could have let you die.
How are you? He's gonna be like, we can't do anything, and he's gonna like grab a giant mace and like, what?
If I didn't roll above a 20 for those strength checks, you'd still be in the shark's mouth.
Kinky.
Oh god.
No, it's called you lose your leg.
Which is something I do not want to do.
Why don't you want to lose your leg?
Okay, yeah, no, so you're back to conscious. Charlotte, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that pigeon.
Okay. The pigeon, I need you to make a dex check.
You almost died. You lost concentration.
Yeah. Oh
We're not doing
boy.
that fucking pigeon.
Is that a dex saving throw or just a dex
Just a dex
check?
check.
Add your dex modifier.
That's an 8.
Okay, yeah, no, the pigeon bobs out of your way, and backs up towards the navigation room.
That was really fun.
No, sorry, it wouldn't, because the pigeon doesn't.
Because the pigeon would have been here, wouldn't it?
backs slightly, like it's moved out of the way, and then it's held above your head.
By the way, it's now over like I fell over here, right?
So you would have fallen over kind of this area here.
Okay.
The pigeon would be here, and this.
That's a
Sonica.
Oh.
Just to represent where Sonica is currently holding the pigeon above Charlotte's head.
That works.
Oh, Sonica. No, but I lost consciousness. So whoa, my shit.
Oh, you lost Sonic. Oh yeah.
That's what I was saying. He lost concentration.
That's
Feels like
yeah,
that.
that's what I was trying
Okay. In
And
that
then ten.
case, considering the time that you lost consciousness to, the pigeon's gone. You do, however, manage to spy a ruffling of feathers and a soft coo from the mast.
Oh gosh.
It's
dang it.
Monty.
Okay,
A little bit of pigeon poop
I'm
plops down on your shoulder.
okay. I'm gonna cast blink.
Blink. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta roll for it. Hold on. I do blink.
Okay.
Okay.
You blink.
And then
The world takes on the same kind of dreamlike status that it always does. Roll me a perception check.
oh no. Yeah, that's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Nothing.
Mhm.
The ship looks.
okay.
The ship looks normal. You catch what you think might have been a hint of movement off, kind of to your left, but you turn to look and there's nothing there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to start climbing up to get that pigeon.
Okay. Your movement is 30 feet.
Yep.
I'm guessing we're out of battle now.
No.
No?
No. Shark's still here.
It's just
You get about 10 feet up the mast, starting to climb.
I
She keeps falling.
Or him.
The shark can't get us, so isn't it kind of over?
Shark doesn't know that.
Hmm.
Shark might bite the boat.
Baz, your turn.
Do I have to roll another? Or
No, you're up. You're conscious. You've got healing. You've got points, health points right now.
can I just scream in pain?
Yeah,
Can
no.
that just be my movement?
This is fucking. This is horrible.
That's my
Like this is
movement.
real painful.
If that happened to me, I don't think I would do anything. I'm not gonna like jump up and be like, I'm
You're
gonna fight the shark.
traumatized
I'm
right
like,
now, but at the very least, you're still clutching the candle.
Yeah,
It's not burning though.
Wow.
that's fine.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god, but like really, really loud and screaming and high pitched screaming, like a girl, like a really, really girly scream.
Okay. That's going to be 15 against the ship.
Oh god.
Does this ship like grow arms and like bitch slaps it?
No.
Hey, yeah. The ship
But
has,
you watch
the
as
ship's
the
armed.
shark, it's still like real angry and stuff because like there's blood in the water. It's hunting right now. You feel as the ship rocks as this shark just slams into the side of the boat. And there's an ominous groan. The entire ship kind of groans as it goes back to thing, kind of sways for a second. Shin.
Oh jeez, Kiz is probably throwing up.
Oh, yeah, no. Kiza is, like, hurling off the other side.
Trying to think if it would do me much good to cast Fairy Fire to see if we could see an outline of it in the water. But probably not.
I mean, we can see a fin poking out of the water. Is that the best?
It's still got cover, but you can see it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not invisible or something,
Yeah.
which would be bad. Sonic is not there.
But I don't know if Fairy Fire would have any effect because it's still under the water. It would just be, like, glowingly
you-
outlined.
If you ran to the side of the ship, you could always like throw your dagger down again and try to see if you can like hit it.
Guys, the ship is armed.
Speaking of which, has there been no reaction from any of the crew?
Shimi is frantically trying to yelling orders out to Fen and Tallulah, who've come out, and they're trying to get the rigging together and stuff to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You heard at the beginning there was a slight yelp from downstairs. You haven't seen Karfka though.
Oh my god.
Not tall,
Did
man.
the shark bust in? Well, we're dead.
I don't think a shark can break into the ship, Daddy.
It takes at least a few hits.
I'm
not
pretty
just one.
sure this shark is sentient. And by sentient, I don't think that made any
I may have
sense.
had a minor thought of getting Shiva to jump into the water, but not happening.
I mean, you could always grab something off of me. I mean, I have Duck Man, but I don't know how heavy it would be if you just drop the duck on the thing and then catch and just
Well, I was trying to see if I had anything that I could throw to distract it.
Got a pickaxe.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to lose that, though.
Try.
I'll hold my turn.
What is going to be the reactionary? What's going to trigger your turn? Your action? And what are you doing when it's triggered?
If I see the shark, it'll trigger my action.
Tabik.
Okay, I'm good. Guiding bolt. That's this piece of shit.
Guiding bolt. Okay.
Ranger spell attack. 15 to hit.
15 to hit will hit.
Damage, and the next attack is advantage. And it has like a glowing spot on it, so Shin can kind of see it now.
I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, we'll count that. It's not too great, but you can see it.
So I just have a regular roll?
So you're gonna make a roll. Its AC will be bumped up still. But
Okay.
Yeah, you have advantage.
You have advantage.
Do I have an advantage? That's what I was asking, if I have advantage or not, because normally Guiding Bolt gives you advantage.
Oh, yes.
So I
Yes,
have
you
advantage?
advantage.
That's
is
better.
yeah. Oh, and I'm using my Blink Dagger because I want to be able to get it back. So that's an 18.
18? Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, and
Roll me some damage.
the only sad thing about the Blink Dagger is it doesn't do much damage.
No?
Shin, if you keep falling, I swear to God.
It's 1d4, so that's well, I think it's 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
So that's 3,
3 damage?
and then I'll use my bonus action to summon the dagger back.
Cool. You see it lodges into like the side of the back next to the fin. Charlotte, go ahead.
I'm gonna continue climbing. Oh wait, I gotta roll for my blink.
Yep. I need a blink roll. First off.
That's a nat
Just noticed you
one.
put them on your phone.
Okay, you blink back into the material world. Secondly, I need an acrobatics
thirsty.
check.
Oh no.
I've just
We'll
been...
break after this.
Oh, never mind. That's a 20.
20? Okay, you managed to
Not a nat 20.
you managed to
but-
climb up the rigging of this ship. Yeah, and are you going to try and... You're about the same level that Arya is now on. Are you going to try and grab the pigeon, or what's going on here?
Aria? Ari?
Yes.
Sorry.
I clicked in my head.
Okay. I need a dex check.
Can I use my animal handling skills?
Animal handling skills. You can try and call Ari down to you. This would be less like grabbing it than it would be trying to convince her to come down.
Yeah, could I like hold out my hand, just like, come on, please.
That's
Okay,
actually
sure.
really
Make
good.
an animal handling check.
I figured I should actually
Ooh.
Write it down.
write it down. Well, because I never use my short sword, so I'm just replacing my short sword.
Charlotte is apparently very good at cooing like a pigeon because I rolled a nat 20 and that's plus 4.
Oh, yeah, no.
24?
Ari like looks at you and this is a weird pigeon, like it's a fat little pigeon that eats soap, and it just kind of looks at you with these big dark black eyes, these soulless black eyes, and it goes cool, cool, and it flutters down and it lands on top of your head, and it kind of waddles in a circle for a second and then plops down.
Okay, am I like at the top of the ship now, basically?
You've got what, 30 feet of movement? You would have made it 40 feet up. You're about halfway up, maybe a little over half.
Can I just turn to like look at Baz and just like point at Ari on my head?
I'm kind of screaming in pain. I wouldn't really notice.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
You do it.
okay, sorry.
Baz, roll me
Can
a
I just like?
what's your passive perception?
I got your
Passive
pigeon.
perception.
And it should be at the bottom.
10.
10? Danny, roll me performance. That's the only thing I can think of trying to get his attention.
I'm guessing passive perception adds your dexterity modifier?
Wisdom.
Or
That's it.
wisdom? Why is mine 13?
Wait.
I'm so confused.
What about?
Because 13 is what it was according to roll 20.
I can get your proficiency in your wisdom.
Oh, okay.
I got a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
You vaguely hear a voice kind of over the screams of your own pain. And you vaguely hear a voice and a soft coo coo, but nothing you're gonna pay attention to in light of the recent circumstances. Baz, it's your turn.
I still scream in pain. I mean, I was screaming pain, and then kind of. Would it really be guilt tripping if I just like, while I'm screaming in pain, I did this for fucking all of you?
I'd like a D4, please. Roll me a D4.
D4 emotional damage.
Oh, I did it to her, right? 4.
before, you take 4 points of piercing damage. Or not piercing damage, 4 points of... I don't know, what would bleeding out be? 4 points of damage.
4 points of dying
'cause
damage.
Your leg is still bleeding out and stuff.
Oh.
Right, you've been healed back to consciousness, but it's not...
Does
Like,
That's
you're
true.
definitely not good.
Does anyone have anything we could like wrap his leg in?
Yeah, I have a towel. And 4
There's a
costumes,
couple of-
4 rakes, a bedroll.
Silks just lying around that have been cut down from the Manticore thing. They haven't gotten a chance to put back up yet, if you want to use those. It's the shark's turn! And that is a 9, which is not going to hit.
Is shark still trying to hit the ship?
Oh yeah, this thing is fucking angry.
Does anyone have food?
It is Shin's turn.
I have rations, but I don't think that would distract it much.
No, rations are... Like, rations are gonna be your
Yeah.
things to get by, right? So it's
Yeah.
gonna be breads and cheeses and stuff, but
Yeah.
things that'll last.
Yeah. Can I use part of my actions to like grab the silks and kind of, because Tavic's still tending to Baz, right? No? Kind of?
Yeah. No,
I
because Kabik attacked the shark.
Okay. Because I was gonna throw the silks to like someone who could tie up Baz's fucking
I mean, you
wounds,
could
because I don't
try.
think Shin can.
It felt like I got
I can if the shark dies first, so we don't have that problem with the ship. Like, he's fine for now. I know.
Except for the
3.
fact that he's at 3 health.
I healed you.
Did you-
Then how did you get hurt?
Bleeding
still
He's
out.
bleeding out.
Like, this thing is, like, this is a
Okay,
fucking
okay.
mangled leg that's just being attacked by a shark. It's not gonna just magically heal back together.
What would I
It's gotta
do
be
to get...
singed in time.
I have the silks, and I also have string in my pack to try and kind of, at least stop the
If you
stop the
want to
bleeding.
try and
Yeah.
stop the bleeding, you're gonna have to make me a medicine check.
That's 20.
Nice.
20, yeah. You've done enough of having to bandage yourself up that you
Yeah.
know your way around this quite well and stuff, and you managed to fashion together a small splint to keep his legs straight and close off the bleeding and stuff.
Okay. I'm guessing that's my whole turn.
That'll take your turn.
Question.
Mhm.
Can I just like talk to him in this moment? I trust you so much. I owe you my life. And I pass out.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna make another D4 check.
I'm so
Oh
confident.
no.
I got 2.
2. Okay, so you take 2 damage as he's like doing this.
So he's at 1.
And you fucking faint. Like, just this is traumatic. You fell off the. Your candle was held hostage. You fell off the ship. Sorry, you went diving off the ship. You got attacked by a shark, dragged up the side and levitated. Then someone splintered your leg back together as
All
you're
because-
bleeding out onto this thing. This is not like a happy fun
All
time.
because I wanted you guys to trust me and show you that I could be trusted. If this doesn't...
Hey, all I wanted to do was actually kind of help Baz for once.
Maybe
what happens
Charlotte
when
should.
you dive off ships into unknown waters without consulting anyone that's actually on the ship.
Yeah.
I was told it might be a fun time.
Okay. Tavik, it's your turn.
Spell slots.
I guess I could put my short sword like down here.
Well, first, bonus action, healing word to Baz.
Okay.
That's a 2 for healing.
You heal 2 damage.
Back at 3.
On the pure fire rat, I guess.
It's in water.
Sure. Fine, guiding bolt again.
Okay.
Goodbye, spell slots. 13 to hit?
No.
No, 14.
14? Yep. You're gonna hit.
Yeah.
Mm.
14 damage.
14 damage. just thugging another just. It's you look like those old paintings of Zeus with the lightning bolt just fucking wham right into this thing. It crackles against the back of this thing. Oh, it's gonna take.
And the next attack has advantage. That's all I can do.
It's not on the camera.
Okay.
Are you sure my phone's not on the camera?
Charlotte.
Is it possible for me, like, am I still, like, up?
You're still up the mast, yeah?
So, like, it's not me on a bunch of ropes, right?
You're like, you've got like one arm wrapped around the actual mast and like holding onto some of the rigging and stuff to get you up there, and the other one's kind of probably supporting against a couple of the ropes that are there.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna climb down, and if I have any other actions, I'll get to that when it comes
Okay,
to.
are you climbing? You've got 30 feet of movement, so you can get down to 10 feet above, still on the mast, or you can use your action and transfer that into movement and move all the way down to the deck of the ship, but you won't get to make an action.
I'm gonna climb down. Oh wait, no. Can I climb up?
You want to climb up? Yeah, you can climb up.
How far is that?
That's 30 feet, so that'll be your movement to get to the crow's nest. Yep.
Okay, so I'll climb up to the crow's nest.
Okay. So you guys haven't actually seen this part of the ship yet. You kind of stayed on the deck. You exit out onto. You'd be up here, climbing up this one. Onto a small kind of circular basin. There's a hole, like a hole that's been cut away with a small bridge leading to a secondary one of these. You see in the secondary one is a small pallet of blankets and stuff that's being configured together for someone to stay up here sleep. There's a small stool that's being set aside. There's a small chest up here with just it's open so you can see in it. There's a spyglass and a couple of just blankets left over if it gets really chilly up here.
Cool, so I probably have a better view of the shark from up here, yeah?
Debatable. You're what?
It'd be small.
You'd be 70 feet up the mast.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the extra 50 feet. It's gonna be 120 feet easy. So it's gonna be definitely. You could probably make out the outline of it, but it's not exactly close to you. No.
Okay, well, that's okay. I'm perfectly chill with that. I'm gonna try. One ration may not be the best. That's why I'm gonna use all 10 of my rations. And I'm gonna aim one at the shark, and like with my sling, I'm gonna fire it at the shark, and then I'm going to use the rest of the rations, and I'm gonna hit them further and further out from the ship.
But physics, that's gonna make it go that way.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna go close to that shark.
What is the range on your slingshot?
Oh, I have no clue, buddy. But, I mean, it's gotta go down at some point, am I right?
Can we check that?
I'm trying to see.
So, I'm gonna read this out. Rations consist of dry foods suitable for extended travel. So that's gonna be jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. Right? So you can still...
Oh, sling range is 30 / 120.
120. Okay, so you're gonna make this shot with disadvantage.
Cool.
But apparently, it depends on, I think, no. And then it's 1d4 bludgeoning.
Cool. So with disadvantage?
With disadvantage, because you're way up here and you're fighting the wind and stuff. It's not gonna be easy. Especially since
My lowest was a 4.
Yeah.
So lowest was a 4. Yeah, no, this thing, like, You're still reeling a little. You haven't quite gotten used to the fact that you have to aim without the one pinky now, so it's a bit strange trying to get it. And the rations don't fit. Like, they're not good stuff. Like, it's not like an army ration where it's in a little packet. It's loose food, right? So you're just kind of piling jerky and stuff into the slingshot, and it just flutters off in the wind.
That's totally something we did.
So did I just get rid of 10 days of rations for nothing?
Yep.
Did it go into the ocean?
It's like fluttering down. You see a couple of them plop a ways away, but you can't see the rest of them disappear now.
Well, that's slight success. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, guys.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I have a nut? Like one.
Sure.
Or like a seed.
Yeah. We'll say.
I just hold up my hand like with that for Ari.
Oh yeah, no. Ari pecks it. Swallows it down. There's a bit of like a rumbling coo, and it goes. Spits the nut back out off the side of the banisters. It pukes it up. Ari eats soap. Not nuts.
Well,
I don't think pigeons eat nuts.
No, I mean McDonald's seagulls eat like the peanuts on them.
That's peanuts and seagulls.
Yeah.
Ari's a pigeon.
Sorry.
He's a very sophisticated pigeon.
Pigeons eat garbage.
I'm garbage.
Some pigeons eat garbage. This is a refined pigeon. No. Okay, so that's going to be Charlotte's turn. Baz, you wanted to be knocked unconscious?
Knocked? No.
You said you fainted.
Yeah. Because, like, do you think someone with this much pain and bleeding out and everything would...
Yeah, so you faint.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill and fainted because me, personally, I don't think anyone would be able to handle that. Fantasy or not.
Okay. The boat, once again, wham, just fucking rocks as this ship shark just slams into the side of it. It does not look like it's giving up. Like, this thing is, if anything, this is making it angrier.
Is Guiding Bolt still there?
Guiding Bolt is still there, yeah. So you can definitely see now kind of this faint glow in the blood.
Wait a minute.
It's starting to dissipate, taken away by the current and everything.
I should have had. It should have canceled out for me then.
You weren't aiming at the shark.
No, I was gonna give you double disadvantage because one, you're up that high. That's disadvantage just from your sling. But for two, you're fighting the elements, trying to hold on to the thing to keep you balanced over this to fight something that's like under partial cover. There was no way that was going to be just a normal shot.
I'm going to use.
You weren't really aiming at the shark.
I'll use my short bow.
Well, I was.
Short bow?
Yeah, so I'm
One
using
of them, and then the others
arrow.
were like the rest.
So that's 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And then 1d6 plus 1. That's 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage?
Yeah.
Okay, you see its things twang just right into like the back of this thing, kind of behind the fin slightly in the tailish area. It just kind of sticks in.
Yeah.
Tavik.
Trying to think.
On the plus side, I think the only one who's lost hit points this time is Baz.
Well, the shark can't really get to
Baz in the ship.
Baz in the ship.
I feel like, yeah, exactly.
Can I try to cast Calm Emotions on the shark?
Calm emotions on the shark. You know what? I'll allow that. That's amazing.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, no, that's a 3.
Oh, the shark's calmed down. Don't attack it. Oh, wait, no. Can you attack it? I don't know.
Can you describe calm emotions to me? And the wonderful people at home who don't know this spell, so they understand what's happening.
Well, you can do it on a group of people or one target.
Maybe you should calm Baz as well.
I'm just chilling. I'm like,
Baz is unconscious. He's
Baz is
fainted.
unconscious. He's
I'm
fine.
He's unconscious by choice.
Yeah.
Charisma saving throw. Creature can choose to fail the blood. If it fails the saving throw, you choose one of the following effects. You suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed, frightened, and the spell ends. The blood resumes. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent towards creatures of your choice at the top of swords. This ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. Spell ends, creature becomes hostile again.
Okay. Yeah, so you watch as you can't really see the shark that well, but it takes a second, but it stills, and it calms in the actual water. Like it's moving enough, like it starts to circle, not quite the boat, but it starts to circle back and forth to keep moving. Sharks are always in motion to keep water through their gills and stuff so they can breathe. But it definitely looks a lot calmer. It's not whacking up against the side of the ship anymore. Charlotte.
I don't know if we can attack it still or not. Oh, Spellins is attacked, yeah.
So you might want to tell everyone not to attack it.
Well, it says Spellins, its target is attacked or harmed by a spell. So I don't know if we can attack it with that dagger still, or...
Yep, so the spell would end if it's attacked with a spell, which means that melee attacks are fine.
But if it's calmed down.
Don't cast any spells on the thing.
Okay. Well, I saw something when I blinked earlier.
You saw a flash of movement, but you're not sure if it was real.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try blinking. That works. And I'm just gonna do a perception check if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Make me a perception check, please.
13.
So you'd seen it more so when you were down on the deck of the ship. You caught the flash of movement. Now, however, you can see a faint trail, I guess would be the best way to put it. This kind of gold sparkling trail that just kind of hangs in the air. And it seems to be quite pressurized here. It seems that whatever is leaving this trail, it definitely spends a lot of its time up here in the crow's nest. But you do see that it's down around the ship. You can see it kind of leads across. There's actually a couple of these trails that kind of branch out into the actual air around the ship. And you see that it leads down currently. The freshest part of this, the brightest shining part of this trail, leads down slightly past the mast, down to a small figure hunched down and sat in the corner next to the navigation, next to the two giant crossbows on the front of the ship.
Can I do anything else?
Linking is an action.
Right, okay.
So you do not have an action, no. You have a
Cool.
You have a secondary action? Minor action? I can't remember.
Bonus
the name.
action?
Bonus action. That's what it was.
You know, the thing
What can I...
the thing we use on a regular basis, that thing.
Yeah, that thing that I also have to remember along with every other thing.
Yeah. That thing that I have to use every time I use my freaking blink dagger because otherwise I lose it forever.
Okay.
yes.
Anything else with your bonus action or no?
I don't know. What can I do with my bonus action? Which I don't think. Can I just like shout to the thing? Just like, hey you!
Yep.
Who are
You
you?
see a slight rustle, but it doesn't like move much. Like it's as far as you can tell, it could be asleep, possibly. Like it turns over slightly, like it's unhappy that it's being awoken almost, but it's definitely not going to hear you from this high up. It's quite loud up here. Just the howling of the wind and everything.
Don't shoot the shark.
Cool. Okay. Baz, you're unconscious.
Shark's turn.
Shark circles back. Then kind of does this figure 8 thing, and then it turns from the ship and it begins to wander away into the water. Shin.
I guess if the shark's leaving, there's no point in attacking it. So, I don't know.
It'll only last for a minute.
Oh, that's right. It only lasts for a minute.
Which is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So.
It can get pretty far away before.
Yeah, no, in 10 rounds it'll be gone.
Long gone.
It'll be gone.
Yeah, so...
No, it's got 40 feet of swim.
Okay. It'll be...
It'll fucking gone.
Yeah.
It'll be 400 feet out.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. That's not a thing I really want to do.
Something you want to do?
No.
Okay. Tavik, anything you want to do?
It's gone. Good thing, I think.
Okay. We are out of initiative.
Nice.
Okay. So just to recap what's just happened. You guys are sitting around on the deck.
Baz is trying to have a nice
Ben
chat.
offers a nice, like, deck of cards. Maybe you guys
Just
play
throw it
a
out.
card game or something. Baz lights a candle, begins to play some music. Charlotte grabs the candle hostage, holds it over the edge, tells Baz to, Baz talks to an invisible pigeon that does an exorcism routine, before tying a rope around his waist, putting both hands on his shoulders, saying something to her that the rest of you don't quite catch. Charlotte drops the candle, Baz dives off. Then he gets attacked by a shark. You guys haul him up unconscious from the water, splint his leg together. Charlotte disappears up the mast after a pigeon. You two just take turns pot-shotting this shark that eventually goes... I'm bored now.
The shark that just eventually fucks off.
I made it. Fuck off.
You calmed it down and got bored. It's a shark. There's not much you can do.
My mom just texted me I don't have an earlobe kink.
That's weird. And on that note, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in 15 minutes after we grab some water, run to the washroom, do all that. Thanks for fighting a shark, guys.
Yeah.
See you soon, everyone.